My name is Ellie, and I started my first job at the Humane Society in April of 1999 in Tucson, Arizona. They asked how I felt about euthanasia, and I didn't even know what that word meant. For some reason, they hired me. And when I started, there was not a lot of success stories. Space is always a top issue for any place. It doesn't matter if it's an animal shelter or an in-home rescue. Everybody's always overwhelmed. There's no such thing as a no-kill shelter, and that is pretty much nationwide. Rescues and shelters that claim to be no-kill get to claim that because they don't accept animals that aren't adoptable. So in that case, a lot of times those animals get left behind.
Pima County here gets 20,000 plus animals a year in the shelters. You know, there's so many animals that do get euthanized, even though euthanasia means a good death. You know, you'd rather see them live. The old policy used to be so strict that people stopped adopting from shelters. In the 90s, to adopt out a pit bull, you would have to have a 6-foot wall. You would have to own your own home, have homeowners insurance, no children in the home, no other pets in the home. So it was very difficult to adopt out pit bulls.
I started my own rescue because most of the other no-kill rescues have super strict adoption policies. Some even want to check your financial status, and I just don't think that has anything to do with the ability to care for a pet. The number one cause of an animal's decline in mental health is boredom. Most of these animals are stuck in a 4x10 kennel 24 hours a day from the time they come in until the time they are adopted. I have seen that last for up to a year. Really hard on their mental health.
There is a lot of psychological and mental health things that happen within the animal welfare community. You know, there's a lot of triggers when certain animals come in. You know, you see the abuse, you see the dumped, you see the bugs in their ears, hit the cars, and just very terrible things that you do see that you won't ever forget. PTSD is high among animal welfare workers and veterinarians. They have one of the highest suicide rates, along with veterans and first responders, because they see things that, the common man doesn't have to see.
The PTSD is there and it's very real, but we don't feel like we can openly talk about it as much because we're only saving animals. So compared to like war veterans or Department of Child Safety workers, it's hard to say, yeah, I'm depressed and I have PTSD and I don't want to leave my house because I had to kill 100 dogs today for no reason. I think the reason I stayed, a lot of it I think is because of the family and the support you have from the other staff members, the community that you build. The good thing about having a smaller shelter is that I can give all of my resources to a smaller amount of numbers, as where the shelter industry has a very limited amount of resources that they have to give to an unlimited amount of numbers. But the family you built with your coworkers was so strong that it was easy to stay. And finding new strategies to help animals, and I don't know, why do policemen keep doing their jobs? You just try to do the right thing, and